Great guys, in the last video we created these very funny looking UIs. Alright, let's go on. So let's now create the UI for the Naira section so that when we click on Naira or fund NGN wallet, we are able to see a section where we'll put in like a form where we'll put in the information to actually fund this wallet. Don't forget guys, these are dummy data that we've just put here, but as we go on we would essentially put the correct data, or we would actually be getting data from the database. Apologies guys. All right, so let's go on. So for this section, what I will do is I'll be creating a controller. Okay, so a controller that will actually manage that routing as well as the business logic. So PHP artisan make controller space, and let's call that fund wallet controller. Yep, let's call that. That's okay, that's done. And in the font controller, let's go to that font controller, which we will find here. Let's create some methods, and let's first of all put the construct where we would essentially make that controller restricted. Public function, apologies. What that really means, the underscores is just saying that it's a private function. And Laravel has the inbuilt middleware method, which we would use, and we'll just reference the auth. And so what happens is if you try referencing any of this without the right access, you will not essentially be granted access to it. Anyways, let's go on. So let's create another method, call it public, make it a public method. Method function similar. We use method when we are writing within a class. We use the name method, but the generic name essentially is a function. Let's call it paste stack, because what we'll be doing is essentially we'll be using, this is the NGN wallet we're creating, we'll be using paste stack to perform that paste stack payment. So let's say that, let's call it, let's return a view, and that view, let's put the view in a place called payments, the folder called payments dot paste stack. All right, if you recall, we haven't created that folder, so what we'll do is just go down to the layouts, sorry, not layouts, just the views. I'll create a folder called payments, hurry man. We'll call this one paste stack. We'll just say paste stack dot blade dot php. All right, so in that paste stack dot blade dot php, we will just, because it's part of the layout, we will extend that layout, call it layouts, yes, and would essentially create a section, add section, we'll call that section content, sorry, referencing what's on the base look and feel, And let's just bring in, let's include that flash message. Okay. All right, let's create a route or route, whichever way you want to call that. That is somewhere here. Sorry guys, I think I have to if you can find it, let me know. Nope. Where is that guy? Yes, that's it here. Web. Okay, so let's call that route. Let me just copy this route and just give it to get requests. Let's call it paystack pay. Okay, and let's give it a name of let's see paystack pay as well, and let's see fund wallet. Okay, so that would have already picked this here, and I think the method was called initialize. So if I go to this guy and say initialize, yep, references like for like. Okay, so let's take that name and go back to where we have our routes, or where we reference our routes. So we referenced one in the sidebar to my recollection. Resources, view. There was one in the layout. Yep. So we call this route. Yep. But of course, it's not picking it because it's not. It's a PHP expression. So that's that. So we just copy this route like this. And go into the sidebar. I think that sidebar is located in an include folder called sidebar. So that was this one. Yes. Just paste it. Minimize that, and we refresh this. And if I click on this, yep, that's yep. Go back to the dashboard. Sorry, go back to the home. Yep. So this dashboard is not still reflecting in that paystack page. So what we'll do now is in that paystack page, we'll have to include the sidebar. So it's a very it's essentially is a modular way of managing, managing your application essentially. So where is the payments paystack? So yep, let's include. Let's make it a div similar to what we did, and in that div we'll make a row. And in that row or that div, let's make it a fluid container class, and in that, yes, let's include the sidebar. Let's include the sidebar. Refresh that now. Let's see if that shows up. Yep, that shows up here as the sidebar. Alright, so let's keep going. Let's endeavor to fulfill this section before the end of this video. Let's not keep the video too long. Alright, so what I will do in that regard is I'll just copy and paste, because I'm really focused not just on the design, not at all on the design, but I'm focused on the UI itself. So what I will do is I will just put main. I will just create that main. Yes. Main. Sorry guys, I copied it, but I did not copy it properly. And I'll end that main. then I will create another row inside the main. Row. And in that row, what I will include will be, I will just copy this. Paste this here in that row. What I've just done is creating a form, essentially the form that would hold sorry guys, just name the ID NGN. Okay, so what this is what we've just done is created a hidden field called NGN. Just helps our back end to understand where it's coming from, and pre-filled another hidden field with called deposit. You'd see why we need that, and also made the text field for the currency section pre-filled as well with a value of NGN. Let us make this okay, let's make this 12. Let's make this 12. Fill the whole section. And then refresh, and that's it here. So yep, that's the section for paying the NGN for the UI. So what we'll then do in the next video is we will create we will link it up to a package that enables us to pay with Paystack. Thanks guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now. Don't forget please to subscribe and like if you find this content useful and helpful.